It's been so long since I've seen you. Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean my voice to startle you. I've always been able to talk, but never had the chance until now. Well, you and your friends were quite rambunctious in your youth that my voice wouldn't be drowned out. It made me happy to see you and your friends enjoying yourself. The leaves on my branches tell me that something is amiss with you, though. What's wrong, dear one? Yes, childhood can feel far away when people age. Nevertheless, you can still hold on those precious times. Plus, you can still be a child at heart. I believe I heard your parents say that a few times. I have aged with you. I started out just a mere stick before you and your family moved here. However, as time went on, I began to grow and was just taller than your father by the time you all made it here. I remember your mother saying how cute I looked when you saw me. Your eyes shimmered in excitement. Yes, a lot of things easily made you smile at that tender age. Perhaps because the world was so new for you and everything was considered interesting. You're right. There are still plenty of interests one could find as an adult. However, I know the life of an adult tends to be busy. It's hard to sit back and take in your surroundings because of that. I have seen this plenty of times with your parents. My leaves tell me that you have become much busier of late, too. I'm glad you can come here for a visit, too. Yes, I can still recall when you and your friends would climb up into my branches, pretending that some horrid creature was chasing after all of you. I was about the age when you and your family moved here. That is why I said I have aged with you. We trees tend to grow faster than most other plants do. Admittingly, sometimes I had pain from when all of your friends grabbed tightly onto my branches, especially when plucking the leaves off. I endured it, though. I wanted to see you smiling and have fun. I appreciate the apology, but do not feel so bad about it. The leaves do not hold memories. They just allow me to sense emotional feelings as I did moments ago with you. My branches take in the physical touches of all living creatures, from the birds who claw down onto my branches to the little squirrels who make a home for themselves within my cavities. The emotions are sealed in my roots. Yes, all kinds of senses and feelings are swept through me daily. Even from insects, though the insects do not wish to stick around long. The bark beetles are what I hope do not try to make a home for themselves. They're dangerous in numbers if they invade my tree. I hope I do not see those pests. If I do, I usually try to push them away with my branches. Oh yes, I will shove anything that will cause great harm away from me, fleeing them right off my branches or poke them to back off indeed. I haven't had to fling off many unwanted guests. However, there was a time when there were many ants biting on my bark. I couldn't stand their little mandibles pinching my wood. I shook myself so that they fell off. They haven't been back since. Yes, the little annoyances have left me alone, thankfully. I may get an occasional ant passing along my trunk, but that's no bother to me. I'm sorry I didn't make myself known to you sooner. I should have, especially during some of your harder times. You're easily forgiving as you were back then. I appreciate it. Still, I should have done more for you. I let the words you express sadly to yourself flow in from the leaves, through my branches. The rings that have made themselves known inside my trunk cling to the somber words once spoken. It hurts me to see you in pain. My roots curl in themselves each time your heart aches. Yes, trees can move their roots and communicate to one another through them. We can pass nutrients to each other and send messages about bug invasions. Being that I am the only tree back here, I do not need to use my roots that way. They have been used to house the emotions you expressed. My rings and my trunk have been used to encircle the memories I have with you. I held in your feelings because I want to feel your presence when you're not here physically, to treasure everything that happened to you, good and bad. You were adorable as a child and have blossomed into a beautiful woman. Well, I know beauty when I see it. You have shown it to me many years in your case. Your touch was gentle, and I keep the memory of your hands felt close to me, soft and warm. You've always been careful when gripping onto my branches and moving your feet along my trunk when you and your friends would climb up to take in the scenery. I cannot express how much that gentleness meant to me. It was a great comfort, thank you. I can thank your parents in that regard too. They taught you well on how to treat others and everything around you. You are cherished. If you ever need to come back here to reminisce or let out anything that bothered you, please do so. Oh, my dear one, come, let me wrap my branches around you. Hold you tightly against my trunk. I promise I'll be gentle. Rest easy. My leaves will take your feelings through my branches and be carried down into my roots. The rings in my trunk will wrap themselves around this moment just like my branches are holding you tightly. It's okay. Let your tears fall. My roots will soak them up while holding you in your emotions. That's it. Relax now, dear one. What did you say? Treehouse. Ah, yes, I remember that now. You wanted to build a house in my branches, but your parents didn't want to do so. I can still see your expression on disappointment, but then understanding. I'm glad they didn't do that either. If a house were built among my branches, I would not be able to hold you like this. Thank you for coming out to see me. Your presence is a great comfort. I'm glad to be comfort to you too. The stars and moon will be out soon. It might be best for you to go back inside. Take care. I'll see you in the morning, dear one.